the field work for the innovators and the experts and then the project team took us to all our 3 regions that we have selected for this pilot of the project. We've been to the central region and we're in Gumwa East district where a lot of women are involved in groundnut farming. We met the women, and then a lot more are also involved in rice farming. And we met them, we had very useful information from them. We also went to the Volta region, the Veme area, where they do a lot of chili pepper. They have issues with drying of it. When it's rainy season, it's difficult to dry. It takes many weeks, and they even lose the quality. So our innovators that are dealing with drying or having a solar dryer, especially to be able to dry faster than the normal solar dryers we know in the system, are going to work on that. We also came to the eastern region, Yulo Krobo district, where a lot of cassava processing into gari and other derivatives are here. And the women have expressed interest so much in machines that will be able to help them peel, because they spend a lot of time peeling. And then also looking at how they can roast, and then also looking at how they can wash. Using sticks to be washing and pounding and washing is so tedious. So far so good. The tour has been very useful for the innovators to meet the users who will be using their innovation, to get the more details of how the technology should be able to serve purpose, fit for purpose technologies that will solve the problem on the ground. And that is what we term the co-design, where there will be policymakers and MOFA and then other partners are also going to be involved in some of the meetings. So before the design is done in about 3 months, there will be several meetings with the various stakeholders, the users, still following up on how the design is going to make sure that exactly what they want, how they want the technology to serve them, is being incorporated into the design. So that is the stage where it is workshop, it is cutting, it is welding, it is joining, it is getting the energy, the clean energy to power it and trial, and then getting women to also look at it again. And till we get to the final stage, we are not resting, the innovators are not resting, the mentorship is ongoing. It is also a research stage where we are trying to see how these things are coming out. And then also when the pilot stage is up, we also test this technology to establish the claim they have made about the technology, whether to validate it, whether they are really giving those efficiencies we are talking about.
How be it in the community be apart from the crowd here, Maunya. Say apart from now, one can some way or wage. It's no bebre and Sunday be a to bunch now with me, JV. And I change to a problem because of a journey home. A journey shed and easy and found my own chin. Say no to me or how never it's mean.
I a feminist. A do season say not need granade. 2 bed baby are bed done. No one sending we are. Solely out pence on sire we are. Take a benya machine, I bet me a boy and nanny journal. Can also be a boy a pa.
After our field trip, what I've noticed about the farmers is they complain about how they are able to peeling their cassava and using it for the production of gari is one major problem that they are facing. And the grinding too is also hectic for them, because having to peel the cassava and put things together or to grind it, it requires much energy and much labor to do that. And so I think the idea we have gathered here is that we'll go and then innovate the machines like we have started, and put some measures in place so that we can be able to lift up that burden on the farmers, so that their production will quicken their production process, so that it wouldn't be labor intensive, and so that everything will work out perfect.
So some of the key things that we found coming to the site One of them is to actually see in practice how the process of preparing the gari happens. So we'll be able to gather, the quantity of waste actually they are generating here. Two, we have also found out the end use of the byproduct. Now they sell some to some animal farms, but in the rainy season they don't get buyers, so there's a lot of this waste here. And we also found out the energy that they use for grating the cassava. Now, having known this, it will help us to refine our innovation and technology to actually suit what these peasant farmers need to aid them prepare their gari and also minimize the human effort involved in the preparation.
When we came, we realized that they are even in the process peeling the cassava and frying the gari before we came. So we discovered that the peeling of the cassava is the most tedious aspect of the whole process. So our design is going to look at that and solve that aspect of the whole process. And then the other designs will handle the other processes. The challenges we saw on the ground align with our initial assumption and what we are planning towards. So what I see I can do to modify the design is that I realize they have a lot of harvest. So we plan we'll increase the capacity of the machine so it can handle the process for them without stress.
We are highly impressed because we found out that the people here, the end users, have shown interest in what we wanted to bring. So we are highly impressed how they receive us and the seriousness of what they are doing and what they are expecting. Most of the challenges are aligned with the INFoCAT project. We are on the field with them and we are discussing how they will also help in the design of the machine since they are going to use it. So their concern will also be considered in the design. So after the machine has been given to them and they are using it, data will be collected and see how the frequency and then the amount of capacity they are producing, whether they have been improved as compared to when they are using manual. After that, there will be a workshop and then we evaluate their performances. And the successful ones will be encouraged to upscale it to meet the farmers' demand.